Hello, everybody. Welcome to Revospin Live. It is Monday. Happy Monday to everybody joining us as we come to you at 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time every day, Monday through Friday. Just a little bit of an announcement that we will be out of the office on Thursday and Friday to observe the Thanksgiving holiday. So you'll be able to catch us Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. On Wednesday, we're going to be trying to set up a live interview with a successful 360 photo booth owner who has purchased from us here at Revospin and is doing really well. So hopefully we can share some tidbits for that. Today, we're going to be talking about some information that I gathered here. And this is actually from a venue owner and they basically spoke out on how they find vendors. So this is actually, I did some stories on this last week. I did some coverage on this, but this is actually some information coming from a venue owner. So the first thing here we're going to talk about here is wedding publications. There are many wedding publications that are out there, some that go national and some that are local. So keep an eye out for those wedding publications because it's good to either advertise in those or hopefully someone be able to tell your story on how you provide good service to them in those wedding publications. The next one is associations. There are wedding associations. There are vendor associations as well, but you want to try to become a member and part of those wedding associations, especially the local ones if there are any. You want to get on those lists. You want people to mention your name, and those are always good places to be in. The next one we're going to go to here is wedding planners. Okay, so if you haven't done so yet, start to collect a long-running list of wedding planners you want to work with. So start to target those wedding planners that you want to build a relationship with. Get to know who does what styles and everything. There are some specifically that deal with certain groups, certain ethnicities, certain religions. So get to know the specialties, if there are, that any wedding planners seem to cover. And that way you can find the right fit. And what this is always about is making the right fit. So that way there's always a long lasting relationship and you can build that relationship as well. The next thing is some advice also is they want you to fit. We're talking about fit, but they want you to fit with past, present, and future clients. And what that means is they're going to be able to, you want them to be able to make a judgment on how you would fit with their past clients, their present clients, and also their future clients. You want them to think about you whenever it is that they start talking to a potential client. Potential client starts talking about the different things that they want as part of their wedding, their budgets and everything, and you want them to throw in the advantages of having a photo booth or a 360 photo booth. So develop those relationships, nurture them with the wedding planners as well. And the venues as well also. The next thing here, show who you are and what you represent. So this is where social media comes in, your website as well. You want to show people as much as you can a little bit more about yourself than just your service. Let them know what you're into, where you've been, schools, military, if you're a veteran. Those are always good things. But you want to let someone know what your passions are and what you love in life, because people, at the end of the day, it comes down to people wanting like-minded people to be working with them, especially in events like weddings and different type of big scale events, because they can be very stressful. And so you want them to be rest assured that if they hire you in terms of the photo booth or the 360 photo booth, that everything will be running smoothly and that you're going to represent not only yourself well, but the venue well, and also if you worked with a planner well. So make sure that, you show a little bit about yourself. And that's where Instagram, we've talked about Instagram. That's where Instagram stories comes in. That's where you can let people know a little bit more about your life, what you do on your off time, what type of causes you support. You also want to build relationships over time. You don't want to force them. One thing that I do commonly see is people trying to force relationships, and that can be a very big turnoff. So you want to nurture them, and when you get to know people, you want them to feel like you're not really pressuring them or you're trying to push your services, but more or less you're trying to let them know who you are, what you're about. And then secondhand will be, yes, you do own a photo booth business, but you want to nurture and build that relationship. That relationship is going to come in handy if there's any type of instances where, things can go wrong. If you just came to them as a service provider, they had no relationship with you, you may never be hired again. That person's going to talk, possibly in a negative way about you. But if you have a good relationship, they're going to understand you a little bit more and know that, mistakes do happen. A little bit more forgiveness there. A little hint on your social media. If you want to be noticed by venue owners, tag those venues out there. Whenever you're doing an event nearby, or if you want a venue to notice you, go ahead and tag those venues. A lot of them have Instagram accounts, and you want to go ahead and tag them, letting them know that either A, you would love to provide your service to them, or if you have actively done service, that you're also saying, hey, I'm thinking about you, and we want people to know that this is the venue that I provided a service for. So you're pretty much kind of helping them promote themselves. And finally, we'll get over to industry events and mixers. Another important thing is whenever there are these event mixers, you want to be there. You want to represent yourself. Bring plenty of business cards. Be prepared to exchange your social media. But you want to be there. And even if nothing comes about it, the more that you do it, the more you'll start to become familiar, and people will wonder who you are. So be prepared to talk it up, talk about your business and yourself. And if anything, to start making those first point of contacts. So these are all things that a venue owner has talked about in terms of how you can kind of get on their list, get on their radar, so that way they're referring you. So in times where business is slow, of course, you're out there constantly marketing and networking yourself. You also want other people marketing and network for you. And this is how you do that, is by getting on these vendor lists. All right. Well, we thank you again for joining us here. We hope that the rest of your Monday goes very well, and we'll see you tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. We're coming to you from Las Vegas, Nevada. If you're ever coming down to Las Vegas or LA, we do have showrooms available. So if you'd like to see any of our setups in person, give us a holler, and you can set up a appointment to come down. We're open Monday through Friday. Just make sure you call ahead, so then that way we can put down an appointment for you. All right. Well, we thank you again for joining us. If you want to catch us at a later time, just go ahead and head over to our YouTube channel, and we post the past videos on our YouTube channel as well. All right. Well, thank you, and have a good evening. Take care.